Like, I wish everybody could talk about my damn eyebrows. Like, nigga, I was not born with none. Like, God gave me everything but eyebrows. So, like, y'all niggas be like, where her eyebrows at? Oh, what's her problem? Bitch, I just ain't got none. Shit.
Fuck you saying, little nigga. Fuck you saying, little nigga. Fuck you saying, little nigga. Yeah. Fuck you saying, little nigga. Fuck it, who paying my nigga?
Yo, what up YouTube? And you're back with the real Lul Benzie channel. So today I'm going to be doing my eyeshadow. So many people asking me how you do your eyeshadow, how you do your makeup, blase, blase, blase. Okay, rule number one, I am not a professional. Okay, like, go ahead and get that out the way. I don't think but I have just started most recently doing my eyeshadow, like spending more money on makeup, investing in my makeup, the whole, you know, shebang. And a lot of people want to know about it, so today I'm going to do a tutorial on what I do and what works for me. Like I said, this is a tutorial for me. This is what works for me, and you know, everything like that. So let's get started. So with my foundation, okay, what I'm using is Sephora foundation. This works magic. Like, it is $20 if I'm not mistaken. This was $20, but it has a pretty good coverage if you ask me. You know, so yeah, I like it. So once you blend in your foundation, you know, you gotta move around. You gotta blend, sis. Blend. Once you blend it all in, I like sponges. I don't really use brushes to do my foundation. Once you blend everything in really good, eyelids, all of that. Next, I start with color corrector. Under my eyes, sometimes they get a little too dark, or you know, I just don't like it being bland under there. I usually put a little bit of this up under there. Some girls use different colors. They got like green, yellow. It all depends on like your skin type and everything. Like, how dark are you, how light are you? Because if you use this and you're really light, it might make you look like you got orange on your face. Sometimes if I don't do mine correctly, I look like I got orange on my cheeks. So if you never are sure, you know, go and ask somebody at the makeup store, Sephora, Ulta, you know, MAC, whatever. They'll help you. So right now, I let this sit on my eyes. This is what I do. Next, them brows, sis. Them brows. You know, I get to working on my brows while I'm letting that sit, because I usually just, you know, I don't know. It's just, I've learned and watched other girls, and they always tell me, like, you gotta take your time with under here, because you don't want it to be like you doing too much or whatever. But once I learned that, like, it helps with the powder and all that corrector, and like that's what worked for me. And this is Anastasia. I love it. I do. Don't mind my pencil. I put it on the hot flat iron and messed it up. But yeah, so now I'm gonna draw my eyebrows that I don't have. You know, like, I wish everybody could talk about my damn eyebrows. Like, nigga, I was not born with none. Like, God gave me everything but eyebrows. So like, y'all niggas be like, where her eyebrows at? Oh, what's her problem? Bitch, I just ain't got none. Shit. Sometimes some people don't have eyebrows. Like, that's just how they was grew. The fuck? Some niggas be out here, oh, she don't got eyebrows. You know what that mean? Well, if you don't shut the fuck up, you ain't got money. You know what that mean? But, yeah. Me, how I do my eyebrows, I always get my eyebrows waxed. So I kind of use my eyebrows as a stencil. You know, I always use my eyebrows as stencil because you guys understand, it took me a very long time to do my eyebrows. Like, a long time, because for one, my eyebrows are not dark. So I always used to make them too dark. Like, when I tell you too dark, I used to make them too dark. And it used to be like, yo, Benz, like, I came a long way, best believe. I used to draw mine on like Sharpie, like, and then I thought it was cute. I was like, oh, nobody ever told me. I'm just straightening them up. You can use a brush or whatever, but you know, Benzie, do them her way. You know, usually I don't ever draw them that far, but like with me and how my eyebrows are, and how my hair is, and you know, stuff like that, I kind of do them like that. You know, it all depends on you, because like I said, you can always, once you get done shaping them kind of how you want them shaped, you kind of can then, you know, line them up. Like after this, I'm gonna line them up with some concealer, you know, and get them right. Me, I stopped using like this type of concealer to line my eyebrows. I don't know, I just stopped liking how it looked with my eyebrows. I don't like it looking extra white. Like, you can learn how to blend it and everything to make them pop, but I don't know, I just like it with a clean cut. This is Born This Way concealer. I love this. It's awesome. I use it under my eyes. I use it, you know, everywhere. And a little angle brush. And it works really good when I'm trying to angle my brows, like, because like I said, I'm not a professional and sometimes I mess up. But with it not being that, you know, pale looking, it's easier to blend, just in case if I add too much or I do too much, it's easier to blend in. You know, so what I do is just run under there with the little angle and swoop, and then go back around with the little angle and swoop.
Alright, now I'm going to blend underneath my eyes. Well, I can still blend the top, but usually with my foundation brush, I usually use the angle, the corner of it. Not my foundation brush, but my sponge. I always use the corner of it to go back and blend in my eyebrows. I lightly tap them so they're not so dark at the front, you know, so they fade just right. You know, but they fade just right for me. So now I get another sponge. I got another one. I always use this one for the orange, you know. And you gotta blend it in good too, like blend like your life depending on it. Everything is key blend. You gotta blend, you know. So you know, this is just blend, blend, blend. And after I blended it really good, then slide this on there. Like I said, I like this because it's smooth, it smells good, and it got really, when I tell you really good coverage, really good coverage. I mean, wonderful. I used to not spend a whole lot of money on lashes, but not lashes, but makeup, You know, I was buying dollar store makeup, Walgreens makeup at first, you know, and there's nothing wrong with none of that. It's just when you get better quality makeup and you're able to, you know, you start learning how to do your makeup more, it's like better quality makeup, like the better your makeup will look, you know, and that's just like, okay, cool. So, I got that. Now I can really, it just depends. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it because I wanna work on my eyeshadows. And I think I'm just gonna do something maybe, I got this, I like this, I haven't used it yet, but I just like how it looks. They said it's a black owned company and it's really good. And these are the colors that are in there. I don't know the name, I don't know how to say the name, and I'm not gonna mispronounce it, but it looks really good. I've seen a lot of girls use this and I'm gonna try it today. So, yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how to do my eyeshadow. So recently I actually got two. I got this Safari eyeshadow pack and I got this e.l.f. 19 piece. This was $39 or 40 something some change, and this was $50 and some change. They both work really good. If you want your work, you should grab that and practice. But if you really wanna, you know, you wanna spend some money, then this. But if you're not spending a whole lot of money, you don't have a lot of money, Ulta do have some nice decent price brushes. But if you really balling on a budget, go ahead and hit up the Andy Dandy Walgreens or the Walmart, you know. But these brushes I like because they have actual instructions in them to do your makeup, like actual instructions, like which brush to use, how to do it, and that's how I learned. You know, I can watch a million tutorials and I wasn't feeling it. But as soon as I looked at, you know, got this and they had instructions and it was just like do it like this and then blend, 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 and after that it was like okay, I think I'm getting it, you know. So I'm not doing nothing but cleaning off my brushes because, you know, some of my brushes have makeup from yesterday. And I do have a video from yesterday that I will insert now. So, like I said, I've been practicing. It takes some time. You know, you gotta be patient with yourself. You gotta practice. I procrastinated for the longest, and like I said, once I did it, I was really excited and happy. So right now, we're gonna use the all over shadow brush. This is like your whole your base color or whatever. My base color, I think I'm going to do yellow. But I'm gonna try yellow out. Oh. Let me not forget. This is Eyelid Primer. Eyelid Primer stays a whole lot longer, you know, when you're trying to put on the makeup and everything. So, usually with that, it's kind of whatever you want to use. But me personally, I mean, you can use your finger to blend it out. You can use a brush. It's whatever you want to use. So, me, I get one of my eyelash brushes and just get the going in. Yeah, I know I got makeup on my eyelid, but it still works. This is what I do for me. If you've seen something different, you know, and you don't like it, that's fine. Like I said, this is what works for me. And, yeah, like, this is what works for me. Shit. Excuse the spit. Have you seen that? If you didn't, then don't mind me. But this is what works for me. You know, a lot of people be like, oh, you're not supposed to do it like that. And look here, heifer. This is what works for me. And I'm just showing other people, like, what might be easier for them. Maybe they can't do it your way. Maybe it's not efficient, like, you don't know. So once I can clean off that, you know, you know, I say you always use your finger, you can always do it when you don't have no makeup on your like eyelids, but that's just me. So now I'm gonna get the yellow. They tell me to put makeup only on one side because you're gonna need the other side to blend it, you know, then, you know, spread it out so it don't look like you got raccoon eyes. So this is my first time using it. So you don't pick up a whole lot of makeup at once on the brush. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because, you know, the other palettes I have used, they just fly right to the brush. But like I said, it's different makeups with different textures, different types. And like I said, I'm just going at it one at a time, you know, to see what works for me. Like I said, this is how I'm doing it. Just putting it on. And like I said, you know, hit that bad boy real good. And then once you get it on there, flip it to the other side, just turn it over. And then blend that bad boy in. Okay, now I'm going to get the tapered crease brush. Crease brush. That's the name of it in the Sephora eye makeup brush thing. God, I don't even know the name. You know what I mean? But it's in this, and it gives you a nice name and everything. Like, let's say you'll like it. It's at Sephora. I got it for $39. It's a couple different brands, but I like this one. It's like $39. And the lady recommended it because the brushes last longer. But now I'm going to get the tapered crease brush. Looks like that. You know, still look damp. You know, we're going to brush it off. I still put makeup in there. But yeah, I'm just gonna get the rest of the makeup on. That's it. There's different ways you can clean your brushes. Maybe I'll have a video on how I clean my brushes or how I do them. And yeah, like I'm just cleaning with these makeup removers. You know, they're a little easier to clean. I like to just rub it against my arm to make sure ain't nothing left in there. And then now I'm gonna go with it with orange. You know, it's a little darker color to go on top of it. So when you do this, I put it like right in the crease of my eyeball and just move it back and forth, move it back and forth, move it back and forth. And you really gotta do this, like, you gotta practice. Like this is my third time doing eyeshadow. This is my third. What in the fuck? I was gonna say, this is my third time doing eyeshadow. And it's like,
jumbo eye pencil. This is NYX. I like it because it's smooth. It's not one of them hard ass pencils that you gotta sit here and scrub on your shit. But when you're doing this, you're not lining right here. You're lining the water line in there. Like, you see that line right there? That is what you're lining. So let me show you. That is what you're lining. Like I said, when you're not used to it, it will water up. And like I said, I will correct it. I hate it because my eyes still water. And sometimes that do get in the way of my makeup. Just tissue, because I'd be damned if I fuck this up. I just lay it on there, let the tears come out, and then I come over here and do the exact same thing. Blend in. And you gotta blend like me. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this, you know, so you gotta, if you ain't never done this before or you new to it like I was, you gotta blend. Blend. Once it's how you want it to, then I get the setting powder. And I get a sponge for that because I just like how sponges are. I dip it, I just get a little bit of tissue and just roll that in there, shake off the excess, and then go to town. Sometimes you might have to put the mascara back on under your lashes because your lashes touch the powder. But it could, like, the powder clumps up the lashes and you could put it back over that, thus making your lashes look little bit thicker down there. So I don't never trip about it getting on the lashes, but the mascara I'm not worried about because this is gonna ride the way I'm doing it. It's just gonna ride just like that. And then I put a little right under.
After that, I can really put on my lashes right now while I'm just sitting here letting that to bake. You know, I'm starting my own line of, you know, my own little line of lashes, bundles, makeup clothes. And like I said, right now I'm focusing on the lashes and the bundles right now. So these are some of the lashes that I'll be selling. I wore these yesterday. There's a video or a snippet that I insert earlier in the video that shows these, how I looked with them, and they was like bomb. But today, the lashes that I am going to wear are these. This is what they look like. Curled up, a little flare. I didn't want them too thick, because like these, they're more fuller. You can see, they're more fuller and you can't reuse them. I reuse my lashes. Don't let anybody lie to you. I reuse my lashes. If you know how to clean them and take the glue off, you can reuse your lashes. If you're spending $20, $30, $40 on your lashes, you can reuse them. Don't let these heifers lie to y'all. But these are a little more thinned out, but they still will give me that dramatic flare without the lashes being so thick. So, I bend it back, and I pull it up gently. And then I put my lashes on with my hands. And I use hair glue. That be easy because you can pull them off a lot easier with hair glue. At the end of the night, you done been tired, you done been dancing, partying, working, whatever, and you just want to get them off, they come off. But if you're an eyelash girl, glue, whatever, that's you. But me personally, I use this hair glue, blow on a little bit, let it get tacky. Don't put your lash on until it get tacky. Like sometimes I have to do it a couple times before I can put them on, but it's okay. Everything's okay. But now, I'm gonna close my eye, put it on top. Like I said, my lashes are really long, so if you have bald head lashes, I salute you. Because sometimes you don't have to go through the motions and the oceans of putting them on. Me, They get on my nerves sometimes because the glue you can catch them in the glue and all that. But you understand, when you put this hair glue on and your lashes on, blow on them, dry them out a little bit. Like I said, wait till they tacky because you don't want to put them on there. The fumes from the glue can cause your eyes to water. I know they cause mine to water, but that's just, you know, some chemicals do cause your eyes.
The bitch look marvelous. But yeah, so now I'm going to get this brush. I use this brush for damn near everything. I use this to get the powder off. I use this to get the powder off and put even my powder what the fuck is it? My contour palette. You know, so I don't say, you know, lots of fuck y'all. So I get the one that's a little bit darker and rub that in there a little bit. I do this me, I like. We're going to get my liquid eyeliner because I really wanted some wings on here. So when you do a liquid eyeliner, it's a steady hand thing. They have brushes that have angles that are harder. This is a more flimsy little brush. I had a hard one, but it dried out really fast. So I kind of liked it, this one. My hand is shaky, so it's like, okay, bitch, you're gonna get it. Sometimes I move my lash down a little bit to see. But when you're doing this part, okay, watch me. When you're doing this part and you're trying to draw that perfect wing, you gotta come right here. And I come right there where my eyeshadow ends. I bring it up right there, right? Right there. So, but when you bringing it back, like, bring your arm like this and then bring it back into a triangle, you know, so you have how you want it to be drawn. So bring it back like a triangle. See, it's not filled in, but you can go ahead and fill it in. Cause some girls have a problem with eyeliners, and I learned when you trying to draw your triangle, bring the wing out to where you want it, and then flip your wrist and bring it down to get it the shape that you want it to be. So then right here, I kind of like the pointy look, so I always bring my eyeliner down. And like I told you before, if you couldn't get that regular,
I sometimes blend it in with my finger. Round it out a little bit. And I like to put a little bit on my nose. Just a little bit. Like I said, I do blend it out a little bit on my nose. And sometimes I put a little bit on my lip. And then always my handy dandy lip gloss. I like lip gloss. But, you know, you can use lipstick. But me personally, lipstick sometimes do over the top. But this is what I'm using. And sometimes these lashes are too long, they poke me in my eye. So sometimes I cut them, sometimes I don't. Right now, I might cut them. But other than that, I don't think it is. So, that's it. This is how I do my makeup and my eyeshadow. So, if you want to see more tutorials, you need to let me know. Tell me what colors you want to see, what makeup you want to see me try. Like I said, it's all depending on you. So, run it and follow my beauty page, Ball Out Beauty, because I will be putting out some lashes and a wrapper will be going out soon. So, you probably want to keep an eye out on that. So, that's it. This is my hair, this is my makeup, these are my lashes, and see you next time.
Well, there's one more thing I wanted to show you guys. Underneath my eyelash liner, I always like to put the color of the eyeshadow, you know. So I get like a little angle brush, another angle brush, and I powder it down real good. And I go under it, right just under the lash. And I just put a real thin line. Just a real thin line. I like this. It makes it pop a little more. Make it look, you know, fancy. That's how I feel about it. Then I do the other line like this. And now we finished.